So today I'm going to draw a falcon. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. If you watch the video on how to draw horses, you'll have seen that it's very simple shapes that all join up and eventually you end up with the horse's head. It's exactly the same principle when you're drawing falcons. I've been drawing falcons since I was a little boy because I've been absolutely mad about them since I was about 8 years old. So by now I've drawn thousands over the years and I really know how to do it. So I'll show you. If you want to come in close, it starts off with a very simple circle. So about, let's say, that size to begin with, sort of an egg shape. And then you draw another one on the top and then you draw another one underneath. So you probably think, well, that's nothing like a falcon. But if I just sort of put this little bit on it here, you'll see that suddenly you get the basic outline of a falcon's head. Okay. Now obviously a lot of this is because I know falcons really well. So what I'm going to do is just draw here, because I know where the lines go, roughly where all the different features go. And you'll see that here, just this part, the eye, which is one of the most important bits to do, is really, really simple how it takes shape. They've also got like quite a big cheek, and on a bird, the ear of a bird is about there, where my pen, I've just done a little dot, that's about where the ear is. And then of course you've got the throat, and then it comes down onto the chest. So you can see the basic shape of a falcon's head. Obviously you need to understand where the various features of a bird's head are. So they have a thing here which is called a cere, and it's like a yellow sort of piece of skin, and they always have a nostril which has got a bone sticking out of it. And the reason it has a bone sticking out is because they fly so fast that it's very difficult for them to take in air. A bit like if you've ever stuck your head out of a car window or a train and the oxygen is going past so quick you can't breathe it. So this nostril has like a coil in it, and it's where the designers of jet aircraft got the idea to have a cone inside the jet engine. It slows down the airflow. Well, they got it from looking at a falcon's nostril, because obviously falcons fly at up to 200, in fact over 200 miles an hour. So that's where they got that idea from. Okay, this part of the eye is very important, this sort of yellowy part, and I always think it looks a little bit like, you know, the sign for Twitter, for the bird, you can see the head and the tail. It looks exactly like that. And so I always think if I've got the Twitter sign there, then you can really see the falcon's head. So, and then of course you've got the forehead and all the feathers. Right, so they've also got a notch in the beak, and this little notch is designed when they kill their prey. This little tooth here, this little notch, because what that does is it goes in between the vertebrae on the prey, and it literally breaks the prey's neck. So if it's a pigeon or something, the falcon can't afford to have the pigeon flapping around for any length of time, because they could end up damaging themselves. Going back to the eye, they've got a very, very big pupil, and unlike a horse, a falcon has a round pupil. And I'll put it about there. At the moment that looks more hawk-like because I haven't done the colour of the eye. Falcons have got dark eyes, hawks have got very pale coloured eyes, sometimes yellow or orange. So a falcon has a dark coloured eye. They have a very black pupil, and they normally have a sort of spot of light about there, and then they also have a little spot of light underneath. So once I've coloured all this in, it'll make a lot more sense, and you'll see. So what I'll go do now is I'll go ahead and finish this off, and I'll do a time-lapse video of me colouring it all in, and in a couple of minutes time, once I've finished it, I'll just point it out to you. Okay, so how to draw a falcon, couple of circles, add up all the little bits together, and in no time at all it'll look just like a falcon. Okay, so I've pretty much finished it. It's taken me about 10 minutes to do it. I've added in some of the detail, sort of reshaped it slightly. I've coloured the eye. and obviously just putting the different directions that all the feathers go. If you just come and have a quick close look at the eye here, the eye is probably with a falcon the most important bit to get right. If I zoom right in like that, you can see there's the dark pupil I was talking about earlier, and then the brown colour of the actual eye. And you'll notice here I've done this lighter bit here, and then there's the main part of the reflection where when you look at an eye, there's obviously usually a white dot on it, and then there's often blue in it because it's usually, especially with the bird, it's outside. So the blue and the white is the sky. That's what you're seeing, it's the reflection from the sky. But then of course, as the light comes in and it shines, it goes through the eye and it reflects off the bottom of the eye, so you normally get another second little bit of light just catching it there. So that's that. The nostril, like I said to you earlier, has got like a kind of circle. It's got a bone sticking out of it. There's the hook on the bird's beak. And the rest of it really is just understanding the shape of the feathers and how they lie, so they all go backwards. This is where the ear would be on a bird. It's behind this little piece of feathering on the side of the head. And then around this bit, which is where I always struggle, because birds of prey, particularly falcons, have got almost like a little beard, and when they're relaxed it comes forward, and when they tighten or they're nervous, they lie these feathers flat. So it changes depending on the bird's mood. But anyway, there you go. That's basically a falcon's head. What would that be? It's probably an immature peregrine, I'd say. I kind of made it up as I was going. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Falcon's head. What should we do next time? I don't know. I'll think of something. Hope you enjoyed it.